What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy, DMV, back with another one. So, I'm going to give my observations from the preseason game with the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. But before you do anything else, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. And let me know what your observations were as well. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I didn't miss it. And maybe I just didn't elaborate on it during my video. So we could talk about it in the comment section. But here are the things that stood out to me. So, for me, when I take my notes, like I'll write them down and I'll actually like write stuff like, I'll write exclamation points, I'll write capital letters, all of that type of stuff. But watching it this morning, first thing that I really noticed was that Aubrey has a foot, man. And the Dallas Cowboys, when it comes to kicking, they have a type, man. They like, chicks dig the long ball. Y'all remember that commercial? They love having a big foot at kicker. You know what I'm saying? So Aubrey, first play of the game, touchbacks all day. As Aisha Morrison was tweeting throughout, the homie. You know what I'm saying? He kind of just flicked it and did it without effort, right? And they have that type. For me, I really just want somebody that can make kicks, make high percentage kicks. That's really all that that matters to me. I don't really need the big leg because at the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points. When you have a defense like we do and a punter like we do, I mean, you could back teams up. So the big leg doesn't really matter as much to me, but they like it. And he had a good day yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see him in more situations. There was a situation right before half where they decided to, go for it on fourth down. And I guess they looked at it that way to get some work on fourth down. I wanted to see what the kicker was going to do in that situation and trying to get some points right before half, trying to, stop the bleeding and get some points. But, he had some opportunities throughout the rest of the game to make extra points and, kick some touchbacks and stuff. And he did well. He did well. Damone Clark is healthy and stealthy. So that's what I wrote on my notepad. He's fast to the ball and he's aware at this point. So, he's had some opportunity in film room. You can see that he's been around other players. He's not coming in the middle of a season. And he looked good yesterday. I would like to see him do less arm tackling, but he was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Beggars can't be choosers. I really wanted to see what he could do healthy. And he looks good so far. He has no more bright eyes, as I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean by bright eyes, I mean like deer in the headlights. He don't have the deer in the headlights look. Not that he really had that, but you know what I mean? Like, he was kind of thrown into the fire last year. Right now, it looks like he's in with the purpose, and I like that. Wanye Thomas making the most of his reps right now. He struggled a little bit with some of the crossing routes, but early on, he didn't struggle with that crossing route where he picked off Lawrence on Lawrence's first pass of the day. Now, let's talk about the defense, man. Most of those guys were second-team guys, and they went against the first team, as Foots the King pointed out, and they held their own. They held their own pretty well. And so big ups to those guys. Big ups to Dan Quinn. And like I said, Dallas is going to be scary, man. Dallas is going to be scary on the defensive side of the ball because notable guys were out. And I mean all pro notable guys were out. So that's pretty scary. Ferguson is who I thought he was. I've been trying to tell y'all that. If y'all watch Boss Cowboy Sports, y'all saw that when we drafted him, how high I was on him. I've been this high on him. I've defended him against some of the media pundits. And, one of the things that I didn't even know myself that he was good at is when you saw him catch that ball on that vertical up the seam and he went up and high pointed that football, I didn't even know he could do that. I know that he's good at yak. You know what I'm saying? He's an excellent blocker. He's an attitude guy. He's a guy that you really want on your roster. But him being able to high point that ball up the seam like that and take the hit and then get up and, you know what I'm saying, first down. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ferg is that dude, bro. Ferg is that dude. He's tight end one. I don't want to hear nothing else. All right? And that's all I got to say about that. Malik Davis, not seeing the field right now. He did not look good yesterday. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. If Malik was doing well, I would tell you. I'm high on Malik. I like Malik. Yesterday was not a good showing. was not a good showing. He was tiptoeing yesterday. He just wasn't seeing the field at all. He on the pass, he missed a pass blocking assignment. Malik Davis is gonna have to step his game up because yesterday that wasn't it, champ. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he knows that about himself, and he's gonna try and get better. But he looked like he was in the mud yesterday. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was rust. It shouldn't have been rust. I don't know if it was the bright lights. The fact that you don't have the cover of Zeke Elliott there anymore, so you can kind of just last year he was able to just go and do what he did, but yesterday he had every opportunity and he kind of pooped the bed, man. He really did. Mozzie makes a difference. Him and Bohan had a good day yesterday too, but Mozzie stood out. You can see the impact he's going to have. My guy Jay Tuck said that he was going to be the most impactful young guy. I could definitely see that. And Overshown, whoo, the way he stepped up there and filled that hole on that short yardage situation. Oh yeah, young boy coming. They had him in there at the mic yesterday. That speed is different, man. It definitely is. I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit more of him. But yeah, he packs attitude and he has speed, so I like it. I'll be honest about y'all with Turpin, man. And I've tried not to be critical of it because I know everybody loves his speed. But Turpin really ain't it, y'all. I'm just going to keep it 100. I'm waiting for the moments for him to show me outside of that preseason game last year. And hell, if Deuce is back there returning kicks and then Turpin ain't really making a difference on offense, I mean, you really don't need him. You know what I'm saying? He needs to show more. Semi needs to show more. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple catches in there and stuff like that, but Semi's looking extra regular right now. And when you got a guy like Jalen Tolbert, doing the things that he's doing right now, showing that Kellen Moore was the problem, you know what I'm saying? Semi ain't really doing... Yeah, he got to step his game up, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Dallas needs Zach Martin back. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the pressure early on was from his spot, his area, where maybe, he could have talked here and there. And they can say all they want. They can put their foot in the ground all they want. Just pay the man. Sam Williams, he's taking a leap up. He effort-wise, just looking like he belongs out there. Like we talked about it, playing with the purpose. That's going to be a theme this year, right? Playing with the purpose. Everything with the purpose. Sam Williams was out there with the purpose. But don't think I ain't see you get pancaked in there, big dog, in the first quarter. I saw it. We saw it, bro. We saw it. But it happens, dog. It is football. And it's the next play. And after that, he showed us that he got some grit. And, you know what I'm saying, he's not going to be punked. He's not going to be punked. Anybody can get pancaked on one play, but it's how you come back. And I think Sam Williams had excellent tape yesterday. We already talked about Jalen Tolbert. He scored a touchdown, multiple catches. He looks more confident, and that's a good thing. I think that he has wide receiver 4 all sewn up, and rightfully so, and he looks good. He looks good. Kelvin Joseph, we good on him a lot. He had a good day yesterday. He definitely did. He had a good day. Give him his props. He hasn't had a great camp, but when he got in the game, they tried to pick on him, and Kelvin wasn't playing it. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to him, man. He deserves that because he gets a lot of criticism. So give him his flowers too. Marquise Bell, he didn't have a whole bunch of flash plays yesterday. He didn't have any flash plays actually, but he was very, very solid in his role and what he was doing. So I feel good about that. I feel really, really good about that because Dono being out or whenever Dono's going to come back, he's going to have to either fill that role. But I think yesterday he was more doing the Malik Hooker role, and he played that well because, say Malik Hooker goes out, we're going to need that. And that depth is very, very important, and he did well. Izzy got a lot of snaps yesterday, so I got to confirm that they were trying to get him some work because he was injured. And, it was some rough spots, but I think for the most part, Izzy performed well. We already know what he can do, but it's just a matter of, getting the wheels turning again, and he'll be okay. Will Greer, he had some good tape, some bad tape. It was almost like Rex Grossman. You know, he had good Rex, bad Rex. But once he got comfortable, I'll tell you one thing about Will Greer over Cooper Rush. One thing about him, the ball comes out of his hand a lot better than it comes out of Cooper Rush's hand. He throws a better football, but he's a lot more erratic. You know what I'm saying? So he has to be a little bit more confident in some of his reads and stuff like that, and not being able to take off. But he's a lot more athletic. Um, I would feel comfortable if we had to play Will Greer as a quarterback three. Like, let's say the first two went down, and what we have and what the talent is. I'd feel comfortable, but he has to work on, not being so erratic and just making plays. You know what I'm saying? Just make plays. Don't try and overdo, and he'll be fine. But Will Greer, excellent tape. And it also shows you, I forget which follower on Twitter said it, but, play calling was pretty good for him as well. Deuce Vaughn is that dude. We already talked about it. I got a video on it. Go check it out. John Stevens is a sleeper at the tight end position. Sean McEwen, he might need to watch out a little bit because John Stevens keeps making plays. He's making plays in practice, keeps making plays. And then he scored a touchdown yesterday on top of making other plays as well. And I think it was like a kind of like a tight end screen, or it might have just been a safety valve where they dumped it down to him and he got a big chunk play on it. Watch out for John Stevens, man. Keep your eyes on it. We know he can catch the football down the field. So what I'm going to start paying attention to is how well he blocks. That's pretty much it, man. Those are my observations from yesterday. I think that for a first preseason game with a lot of the starters out and stuff like that, we looked pretty good. I think the coaches got these guys prepared. We did fall to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but you can kind of see in situational football where the game needed to be close and Jacksonville had to close it out and before halves and stuff. Well, we got some situational football in as a coaching staff, and it looked pretty good. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. I'm out. Peace.